I just want to cover this, right, because I've been moaning about this in a video, and this is sponsored because Chevron are getting this gear, yeah? I've been moaning about this in a video with my batteries, and I just want to cover a few bits about CTs, and how you can make accurate measurements if you have inputs to your system. So rather than just having loads, like lighting and tellies and shit, if you have inputs like I do, and you will see on previous videos, I can't get a good load test of my system because I've got a battery, and my battery is always fighting back the demand I have. So if I'm demanding 1 kilowatt, my battery puts 1 kilowatt in there. If that drops to 750 watts, my battery puts that in there. So it makes power analysing and data logging difficult because my battery is fighting that. And I've been moaning about that in videos, and Chevron have established a way of dealing with that if you have to do that in a domestic environment or commercial environment or industrial environment even, and I've not shown it, so it'll take some time now to show it because I'm taking the piss. It's quite difficult to do because I always record my Instagram videos one-handed because I run and gun, yeah, that's my thing. But yeah, whatever the load is, say the load's here, my battery puts out this much. So actually, when I have a clamp meter with gas coil like this kind, which is the Chevron new little handheld one, probably one of the best tools I got given it, but probably one of the best amp meters I've ever owned, yeah? When you have this little coil, which is measuring those amps in that cable, there isn't the amps on my main incomer because my main incomer is just sat there, stagnant, because whatever demand is requested on the inside of my house here, the battery supplies it. So I've been having this problem, right? And obviously, if you are measuring the load of a house like I'm trying to do, but a battery's doing that, that's a fucking pain in the arse. But I'm going to show you a way you can get around it in a fuse board and measure that with a crafty CT they've given me. Right, Chevron has sent me this. Look at the fucking size of that. It's like a 1 metre CT. It's actually half a metre, I think, because it goes back on itself. I can't even get it in shot. But this CT is huge, yeah? I'm not going to use this one to demonstrate, but this is what they've given me. Because on my board, I'm going to use this solution in my fuse board. Not that shit one, the one in the house, yeah? So just pretend that the CT is this long. They make them bigger than this, I think. It's ridiculous the size they go to, but yeah. Let me show you how that massive long CT, sorry for showing the fluke stuff, dirty. Why is this massive long CT going to make that shit? Let me show you on my demonstration fuse board here. Whatever I put in here, it's going to measure, yeah? So if I wrap this round, and this is one of their examples, a load of 25 mils feeding flats, it's going to measure load for all the flats. So if I wrap it round 4 live cables coming from a meter head that go to 4 separate meters, it's going to measure all of them. But if I don't put it in here, if it's not in here, it's not going to measure it. And that is the secret to this CT in my fuse board when I use it for what I want to use it for. I'm going to use a small one for the purpose of this demonstration. I don't need to get uncontrollable. Let's pretend this is a fuse board, which it's not, it's just a demonstration piece, yeah? Let's pretend this is my oven, this is my cooker, and this is my battery. Or alternative power source, not the grid, yeah? And obviously I have a buzz bar in here. When I put it on the buzz bar, it's going to measure what goes out. But it's not going to measure it if the battery's putting it in. So what I could do is I could do it here. Well, let's do that. Let's put it around all 3 cables. Now then, what's the difference if I put it around the feed to the breakers here or here? I don't actually know because this is out, that's out, and now that's in. So that's not, I don't know what that's going to measure. But what I'm trying to get is, I want to measure the load on these 2 without this one affecting them. Well, it's simple, isn't it? You just put it round the cables that you want to measure. So you make sure that the CT encloses the cables you want to measure like that. Let's say, for example, the battery one I didn't want to measure the middle one. Let's do that arrangement. I'll do that because I've only got one hand. So now look, you'll see that this cable here is in the CT. This cable here is in the CT. This cable here is not in the CT. If you look from above, it's even more obvious, look. So that just won't get measured. So what I'm trying to get at is, I can do this in a fuse board, I can weave it in and out of the cables I want. If I've got a 10-way fuse board, I can leave 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of the circuits out. I can just include 1, 2, 3 of any combination, yeah? This is why I like the Chevron stuff and I genuinely support it, yeah? Is because of shit like this. This simply is hard to achieve, not impossible, but hard to achieve with a CT like this. Obviously, in my little arrangement, I can do it, look. It starts getting difficult to get it round the cables I want without fucking manking them up. You know what I mean? To get that same arrangement, look, I've done it. it's possible, but I can't leave that in a customer's fuse board, can I? So yeah, with a traditional solid CT, you can achieve the same shit. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not like saying you can't do it with this, because it's absolutely possible. But you might start dragging cables around and doing stuff and putting them all through it and leaving this hanging in your board and all that bollocks. Whereas with this rope CTs, I think are actually called Regasky coils, you can weave it in and out of the conductors you want, and you're laughing. And if that one ain't big enough for you, then you can get the stonking huge one. Now this one is going to get used in my fuse board. However, I'm sick to death of procrastinating over this. There's always someone in my ass, my wife, my child, or my children. So turn the fuse board off to put this in is quite hard work. But they've lent it, man. And I've seen a couple of other people struggling with renewable and solar stuff. Because if you're measuring the load of a house, how much the house load takes, you don't want to measure the solar. You don't want to measure the batteries. You want to measure the actual load of the house. So CA, Chavanonu, whose name I've almost learned to pronounce correctly, do stuff like this. Give them a shout. So yeah, basically just the story is, if you're going to get something like this beast that I'm still struggling to work out, but I'm getting there, yeah, it's not just this. You need all the gubbins. They've helped me out with the stuff that I need to do, the stuff I want to do to demonstrate, yeah. And like I say, if you can't afford something like this, which is me included, yeah, because it gets loaned to me, this one, oh, honestly, if you're an industrial controls engineer and you struggle to get the Fluke clamp meters, which is what I use day to day, I'm not gonna lie about it, yeah. I use the Fluke T1000 on a daily basis, yeah. But you can't just get that fork in, can you? But this, oh, marvellous. But yeah, they also do these ones. I think these are the old ones, but these are chunky. Look at that. Make a nice choker. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope that helps on this CT thing. Basically, just is, if it's in the ring, like your mum, it'll measure it. If it's not in the ring, it won't measure it. And when you've got stuff you can buy like this and bigger, you're laughing your tits off all the way to the bank of amps. And now the bit so that they don't fall out of me, just so you're fully aware, yeah, this got given to me for free. The analyzer on loan, the rope CT got given me to use with the analyzer. They don't pay me. Stuff I get on loan, I return. Although some stuff like this, I get to keep, yeah. They gave me this to keep, and I gave some of them away. So just so everyone's aware, yeah, it is classed legally as paid promotion. However, I don't get paid, yeah, and I wouldn't sell it if it was shit. It's not shit. I use it. It's what I like. I do like it. And I like Fluke as well. I've got Fluke. So if you see me in a video using the Fluke meter as well, don't go, start whinging like a little bitch. Because look, I've got Fluke stuff as well, yeah? Right? I've been yellow for years, but now I'm a different kind of yellow. Right? I've sold out to the fucking big man. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. If you don't like it, you don't have to follow me, do you? Go and follow some fucking carpenter, I don't know, like Jesus. Just quickly as well, because I've watched some videos back and I feel like I'm a bit of an Instagram sellout, which I'm not. I'm trying not to be anyway. Like Oval sent me this, look. They sent me this cable, which I reviewed fairly. It's nice. I like it. It does the job. It's this stuff. It's the multi-core stuff for solar. They sent me that. I checked it out. Yeah. Here's the crack. Anyone out there, even BG's outdoor fuse board, yeah. If you want to send me your product for me to honestly review it, be my guest, right? But what I don't want is a shed full of other people's shit. So what I'll say is, anything that gets sent to me, I'll either send it back or give it to a apprentice one-to-one if it's tools, something like that, yeah? What I won't do is keep it like it's some fucking self-proclaiming tool store for me and I'm making money out of it. Don't need to make money out of this medium. I do want to inform other spark stuff what's going off. So, yeah, obviously this I'm going to scrap to take down the public Christmas. Sorry, Over, we're not getting this fuck about, yeah? But, yeah, if you send me out, I'm not keeping it. Yeah, if you want Billy Big Ball's opinion, let me know.